Sabari, welcome. My name's Kat. Today, I'm going to show you how to cook rice soup. Rice soup is a global dish. I ate it when I was a kid as comfort food. And depending on where you are in the world or who's preparing it, it can be made with a lot of different techniques and with different ingredients. But the three main components of rice soup is the rice, the protein, and the broth. It's also known by a lot of different names: juke, congee, porridge. My family refers to it as Khao Piak Khao. And the way that my mother-in-law makes it is different than how my husband makes it, and I even make it different from them. So I'm going to show you just one version that's possible in this video today. And what inspired me to make congee today was that last night my family and I watched Disney's Raya. In the movie, Raya's father says we will share a meal with them when talking about bringing people together for peace. And he also says someone has to take the first step. And that really resonated with me and why I have this channel here on YouTube. I'm trying to take the first step in learning the Lao language and learning the cuisine because I have a genuine love and appreciation for the culture. Also, I have Lao children and I want to help preserve their Lao identity, which can be really difficult in the United States. It takes effort because Southeast Asians are wildly underrepresented in this country. They're underrepresented in art, in music, in the culinary, and especially in entertainment. So when Disney's Raya was coming out and I saw the trailer, I was so excited. Excited that my children would see someone who looks like them, would see clothing that they're familiar with, would see food being made and ingredients that we use every day here in our kitchen. Disney is taking a step closer, and it's important that they do that. Disney has this huge platform, and they have the power to influence adults and children alike. When Disney creates that opportunity for adults and children who have not been exposed to Southeast Asian culture, they're giving them an opportunity to experience it, to love it, to like it, to share it with others. They're starting the conversation, and that's important. In the movie, Raya's dad is making a stew, and he's pulling ingredients from all the different regions that are involved in this film. He's putting in lemongrass and palm sugar and Thai pepper, putting them together in one dish, and then inviting people to come eat. Food has massive power. Food brings people together, and then they stay for the conversation. And that conversation is what drives trust. It's what garners respect. It's what builds appreciation and ultimately acceptance. It's how we grow peaceful. It's how we grow together. Overall, we just become more accepting and more appreciative of the other people that are around us, okay, that are in this country, that are in our family, that are in our communities. Disney's not solving the world's problems, and I'm certainly not solving problems with my tiny little YouTube channel, but the point is that all these things are really a step closer. Now, in the movie, a little boy named Boun, he serves up shrimp congee, and that's exactly where I got the idea. But today I'm going to use chicken because that's what I have in my refrigerator. My family would refer to this as Khao Piak Khao, and this is kind of a last minute impromptu thing. I wanted to cook this for my children since it was displayed in the movie, but I want to jump right into the recipe. Let's not waste any time. I want to show you how to cook this. I will put all of the ingredients and the measurements down below in the description. You can find most of the uncommon ingredients at international and Asian markets, but I'll add links too for online retailers. All right, so now that you know what's up, let's get cooking. I begin by adding dry jasmine rice to a bowl. I'll then cover it with water and agitate to wash the rice. I do this process twice and then set the rice aside. Next, I slice my green onion very thin, peel and slice my ginger root. I like to do these in small strips. I prepare our lemongrass by pounding down the stalk to allow the release of the flavor. I'll then tie this in a knot so that pieces don't float away because we are adding the lemongrass to our broth. To a pot, I add water, Kaffir lime leaves, and lemongrass. I place the pot on the stovetop on high heat and bring to a boil. Once our pot is at a full boil, we can reduce the heat to medium and allow to cook for 25 minutes. While our broth is cooking, I prep the chicken. I'm using chicken legs because that's what I had here at my house, but you could also use chicken breast or chicken thigh. I tend to think chicken breast is the easiest to work with. You'll remove the skin and bones, then slice the chicken in small strips. Add your chicken strips to a bowl. Add oyster sauce and give that a massage for about a minute, making sure all the pieces are well coated. In that same bowl, you can add cornstarch, chicken bouillon seasoning, and water. And I like to agitate that together to mix it. And then once that's well mixed, then I go ahead and mix my chicken into that liquid. It takes about 2 minutes for the cornstarch to become thickened. Then we can set our chicken aside. We'll now come back to our broth and remove the Kaffir lime leaf and lemongrass. At this point, I like to add fish sauce, chicken bouillon, and salt. Then we can add our rice. Give that a stir. Add a lid and return to high heat. We'll allow this to come to a boil. Then once at a boil, we'll go ahead and give it another stir. Cover the pot partially and return to medium heat. Now at this point, we're making decisions about how thick or thin we want our soup to be. I do 17 minutes for a porridge style. My husband would do 10 minutes for more of a soupy style. Add black pepper and stir that in. And at this point, if you need to add more water to get the consistency that you desire, now's a really great time to do that. And I like to give it a taste just to make sure that my seasoning is correct. You can also add more salt or chicken bouillon at that point. And then very carefully and very gently add our chicken pieces to the broth. Now I like to get my chicken pieces separated, so I use chopsticks to do that. Separating them will allow them to cook faster and more evenly. And I just kind of stir them around until all the chicken is well cooked. It takes about 3 minutes. Then I'll add my ginger to the porridge and give that a light stir. After plating, I like to add the green onion and also dry garlic that comes pre-packaged. And I want to show you the difference between the soups. So this one right here is more liquidy, it's more soupy. So a lot of the consistency, whether it's more porridgey or more soupy, just comes down to individual preference. And how much water and how long you cook the rice is going to determine the outcome. Thank you for watching me cook. Khao Piak Khao.